Alright then, what's going on, champs? Hope you guys are doing well. So it is late though in the evening. I mean, we're about 45 minutes away from daily close, but alright, I ain't gonna stop from actually doing my daily street the weekend outlook. So I am looking at BTC, Ethereum, and the question is it still looking bullish, right? Is it still gonna go up to 26k to 28k? Do we reclaim that, go to the next 44k? All these numbers are like, you know, key, they're relevant, right, in terms of like SRs and ranges X, Y, and Z. But for the time being, I'm seeing not so much as well. I know there's the whole meme coming out with the Saudis are involved as well. It's just a meme, so be very careful about that. Don't start buying Bitcoin because of a story of a Saudis are getting involved. It was just like the whole from Alcon Gordon, shout out to him as well. It was just about when he did that last year. I still remember that really well. Never forget that. The source is about Apple buying $2 billion worth of Ethereum. Same thing, right? So just be careful. Don't buy them because of what people are saying. Just look at the price, alright? We'll work out the price and we'll get cracking as well. Just want to say a shout out to all you guys, man. Derry Pinballs, John's here, John Capuche. I'm gonna call you you know, because I'm not gonna do every time and it sounds kind of weird. But I'm gonna call you We've got Lou Rock here. Morning, man. Happy Sunday to all you guys. But let's get cracking, man. So I'm gonna do like a recap of the trade itself and just to explain why I took this trade as well. Because what happened is I'm getting a lot of message right on DMs. I'm looking for this to be a massive. Already that is a 12.58R. It's a massive run there, and I entered in with very minimal drawdown as well, and it was freaking phenomenal. It was a good trade. It's so far a good trade. I took profits in this area here off this orange line there. I took another trade here. Again, I'll talk about that. That is not my before we carry on. That is not my confirmation to go lower, and my stop loss hasn't brought down here. It was a scalp trade. I literally just trade from within the range, and we'll talk about the whole thing. Just break it down so you guys can understand what is going on. Give me a moment, man. Shouldn't be having this at this fucking late at night, man. My brother's gonna kill me, man. He's a dentist, innit? But fuck him, innit? He ain't gonna do shit to me. I'll smack his ass, innit? No, well, not literally about bang him out any day. But yeah, anyway. So, crypto, Bitcoin. Let's just talk about what is the deal and stuff like that. Okay. So if you go on, let's go on the hourly. Okay. Let's briefly just chat about this, right? I've been banging on about this for a little while now, and it's all making a lot of sense here, right? So can you guys all see it? Even Mubarak, Nirne, good to have you here as well, brother. Smash the likes, man, if you guys don't mind as well. It just supports me a little bit in the channel. That's the range high. So I've got this, right? This is a range band environment. You got range low, range high on the weekly low, weekly high. That was 2 weeks ago. It's now becoming 3 weeks ago. And look, it's such a range band environment, right? Let me, oh man, I should have done this already. Give me a second, lads. Camera's in the way. Okay. Yeah, so it's a range band environment as well. I mean, we're above the monthly open, above the weekly open. You can see in the monthly it is bullish because of the monthly open, and the weekly is closed now. So we can get rid of this, to be honest, as well. So we don't need this. We're gonna have a new weekly open, which is gonna open within this range in the next, how long? 40 minutes, really. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, we got a range band environment, right? This is free. This is what? Yeah, this is 3 weeks worth of range here, man. This is mad. This is actually nuts. Is it 3 weeks? Am I saying that right? Let me have a look before I even just start talking shit in it. What we got here? And yeah, that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So we've got 3 weeks worth of range over there. And it's kind of mad though, isn't it? Right, it is a fucking beautiful range though. This is spanking fucking sick, to be honest as well. I kind of wish I actually played up here, man. I mean, I did say on the stream, one of the late live sessions when we whipped into it, I'm taking a short here, stop loss over here, play it back down, and I did say that as well. And then I thought, okay, hang on a second, don't you just fucking rushing into a trade to get into a trade because it's coming to an area where it's going to be resistance, right? Obviously, you've got the 200 weekly EMA over there. We've got this blue box over there. It's like a daily range that exploded back to, you know, to the 30Ks and stuff like that. This was back in like in 2020. 2020? Yeah, 2020. Yeah. So something like that. Yeah, 2020 when it happened. No, yeah, losing the fucking plot. 2021 was a bull run. 2020 was that range itself there, and I was adamant. I mean, it would have been a fucking sick trader because I would have played it always mid range, played it back down. Never mind, didn't happen. I didn't take the trade. Sometimes you gotta play it. You gotta play what's given that hand in it. You can't just fucking rush it into everything, man, because you just fuck yourself up, man. Like, you ever been bent over? No, no one's been bent over, right? You don't want to get bent over on trading. It's the same thing. So it's not a very nice feeling. And they don't use lube as well, man. It's just raw. It's just fucking, yeah, just punch you in the face at the same time kind of shit. So and that's how you literally get yourself liquidated, man. Just chill out, right? You don't want to keep trading. Just you take a couple of trades. Look, I've done 2 trades today. That's what I did, right? And I've made more than I should have on a Sunday, or especially a fucking Sunday. But I was happy. I'm like, you know what? Tomorrow, I just take it easy. You can just relax. Even tomorrow, just take simple trades, right? But now I'm in a trade, I can look at the compound, which is a key thing now. Okay, so 3 weeks worth of range, right? This is just a 3 weeks range. I mean, look, we went from low to high, high to low, and we have a deviation of the range because we stepped back into the range, and then we went from low to high, had a deviation of the range, and we stepped back in, and high to, well, we're at the mid. What's going to happen? To low, right? That's what I would like to see. Obviously, we got a few things. We got monthly open over here, which is key. So we're going to see some reaction there if we come back down. So the question is, why took the trade for it to be a trade? Yeah. Number one, that was the explanation there. The low to high, blah blah, and you know, theoretically, we should go back down, right? But if we hold above it and show bullish market structure, you know, it's a long, right? Then we go to this target, and you know, that's target 1 and that's target 2, right? That's the way you play it in the range, right? And bang down about it over and over again, and it is what it is, okay? So that's number 1, okay? Number 2, right? I was looking at a few things now, right? So I'm like, okay, I missed this trade back into here. I missed this opportunity. Why did I miss this opportunity? So if I just highlight this, so this low here, we come into this, right? Like a fucking numpty. Missed all these opportunities over here to have a stop loss over here and play back down. Even here, the stop loss as a hard stop over there, they play back down. I missed those opportunities, and that's what happens in it. So just like you, and just like everyone else, you miss opportunities. Now you start looking for a plugin, like because this is a range band environment. You can see high to low, low to high. It's just a range band environment until you know, start finding resistance at the range low, and broke down. Okay, so I was looking at this quite carefully. I'm like, alright, cool. I missed all these opportunities. I need to get in. How do I get in now? So then I start looking at this area here. So if I go to this, right? This is the 1 hour, okay? It's gone 15 minutes. Makes a bit more sense, and I can explain to you a bit more things. You see this, right? We're making higher. I think the market structure start to be a lot more. I mean, even if you draw a trend line, what you can do from here, because once we got back here, which was where on BTC trade, I entered like into a bounce off this, expecting to go higher prices, but it never did, right? That's an Ethereum, right? So it never did. So I'm like, alright then, we're stepping into the range, right? We're playing within the range now. Now this is gonna be a short. I just gotta find a trigger now, right? I made a plan on Ethereum. One minute, let me open Twitter. Not Ethereum. Twitter home. What is that? What the fuck is this? Thingy Better Manly. James Friedman first. Oh, some dude thingy. Anyway, who gives a fuck? Margaret John says the time to buy Bitcoin is now. If you study economics, you should know what I mean. Happy Sunday, my wonderful family. This is Margaret John, alright? I'm gonna chat to you for a second, alright? You got 347 followers, alright? Congratulations, that's really good for you, right? Just leave the real fucking talking to the man, you know, like, you know, so real people can trade. What the fuck are you doing? Margaret John, your binary account manager, 24 hours trading, 100% wins, DM for Bitcoin, Forex, binary trading. You are a scam, my friend, by the sounds of it. I bet you take money from people and just be like, yeah, I can make you like $100 into 10 grand. Just hop into this account and I'll trade it for you. You get a cut out of the profit that I make. That's the type of person you sound like. But I mean, look at this, man. Okay, now you trust this. You genuinely want to trust this woman. Okay, now. Anyway, back to the thing I was talking about. I was saying, yeah, I did fucking lost lost my train of thought. Yo, the chat's going mad there. What's going on? Nice image doc. Which one? Yo, Dank, bro, what's good? Yo, Dank, what's going on, brother? Ras is, you know what? It's a bit of cream, fam. That's what it is. That's why I'm looking golden. We got Sif back in as well. What's it? Evening. Oh, we've got a J here, man. Sometimes it happens. A massive gap down the indices. Reckon Europe will be. We'll but it back. Well, put it back. Should take BTC with it. Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, even Jay's just not even fit. True, 100%. Like that. But anyway, I had this plan, right? So this is like the breakdown, right? So I was saying, like, if we were supposed to be bullish, right, we should hold this block here. You see this over here, this area? Let me draw this motherfucker up. This area here, that is actually like the last high on the hourly that sent it back down. So it came back, resistance, came back up, and we're now holding it at support, right? This didn't retest it. If we were supposed to be bullish, I want to see these highs get taken. Let's hold above it, and that is my fucking signal to go all the way up to there, and then see if we can go back up to take out these highs and maybe this high, and then come this high there. We might just wicken back into it and come back into this range. It could happen whatever he wants to do, right? That was the plan, right? If we were supposed to be bullish. But, yeah, let's be honest, it doesn't look fucking bullish, isn't it, right? It looks fucking shit. So I said, so the reverse is, if we get back below it, just like this, just like I drew in the red line, if we get back below it, find resistance of the blue box there, breaks down off this low here, this is your fucking signal to go back down, play level to level, 25% range, monthly open, and then range low. That's it. Simple as that, right? So I haven't entered in aggressively, right? So I have got a lot of DMs, like a stupid amount of DMs, right? Asking, like, how do I enter the trade? So like in that manner, or I can show you the Twitter, my DMs on this, right? But I've got some personal messages I don't want people to see. But just take my word for this as well. So I was getting loads of DMs. I'm like, all right, then let me break this down, right? Number one. It takes fucking experience, mate, right? So, chill out, okay? When I draw this plan out here for you, right? This, I know there's going to be a lot of people who'll be starting taking the shorts over here, and if we break out these highs and hold above it, you're going to blame my fucking ass up in it, right? So you're going to calm your beans down and chill out, right? What it is this is a confirmation plan. This plan is still in play. That's what it is. The plan is still in play. You don't have to enter the trade because I show you a 4.1R trade so far that actually hit. You just gotta fucking chill your beans and wait for the thingy, because too many people are losing their fucking money, right? And I don't think it's nice that I take a trade, right, and then you trying to work out that how did I take the trade, or you try to, well, not work out, working out how I took the trade is not a problem. That's, you're a genius if you can figure it out, right? But to actually want me to open a Signal group, right? Listen, I'm not opening a Signal group. Listen, that X, Y, Z on Discord. I respect everyone's opinion. I love it, right? I did want to open a Discord group, a private group, but to run a Discord, to me, I'll be honest with you, I'm not doing it for free. It has to be a private group. Now, if that's something that you guys are interested in, message below and we can sort something out, but I have to work out how I'm going to do this, right? Because if I'm going to do something like that, I'm not here to bend myself over. But so you know that's what it is. So this trade still holds in place, right? So don't rush into a trade. Just relax, right? Just seriously, just chill out. I'm going to explain to you how I took the trade, right? But you need to relax, all of you guys, okay? So we start looking over here, right? And I posted this chart around here, this area here. I got this low here. See this low here? This is a low, right? Which is proven to be some sort of well, it's a range bound environment. You can say, yeah, it was a range. Well, you can say that's that. You can say, well, that's the high and that's the low. Whatever, yeah, whatever. But I started seeing that as in like a bit of an SR, because price got choppy over here. We couldn't do this at all, right? So this is 1 second. So this was the high. This is the range bound environment. But that's the high, and that's the low. I'd say this would be the low, right? We just couldn't, and you can already tell why I took the trade there. Well, there's two things there, but we'll talk about that in a second. So we just couldn't get back up and say, you know what, fucking let's go. We just couldn't do that, and that would be my motherfucking trigger, right? One second. This would be my trigger, and I enter it, and let's play it up like I said so. We're just gonna do it, and I'm like, alright then. So now let me refine this motherfucker. Then when I refined it, it was off this one here. There we go. Okay, I refined my trade into a really tight range. It was aggressive, fucking aggressive, right? But again, it comes with experience in it. To get that kind of experience, trust me, you gotta put the time into it. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Trading's not easy, but you can't give up. All right. The 15 minutes. This is it. I'll show you. In the 15 minutes, right? It was doing this up, down. What the fuck off? Yeah. Do that. Cool. It was just range bounding. See how we range bound, then we did a deviation, come in, and we couldn't take a mid range. This is where I got in. I was like, hang on a second. We're gonna go a bit more lower, right? So let me just get the fucking mid range. Approximately, it's approximately here. That's where the mid range is. And now look at this motherfucker right here. You see this deviation there? It just is a resistance. That mid range was just horrible. They couldn't break into it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna enter the trade. Keep my stop loss up here because we've retested this low. Still gonna use this pen tool. It's awesome. And then we did this. There's loads of lines. I know. But this is why I'm saying like it takes experience, right? This is why to enter an aggressive trade, you don't enter it because you have a hopeful wish. You enter the trade because you're a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. When you're a bad motherfucker, you can take it. But until then, chill out. Learn the ways. Master ranges, right? Just remember, right? So we talked about the left tattoo and the right tattoo on your butt cheeks. The left one says. What does the left one say? Fuck, I don't even know. Got so many tattoos. Okay, one of them says prices. No. What the fuck you doing back in the range? And the next one says I don't know. I forgot, man. Shit. Jay's here. Do you know what the tattoos are? I can't remember. I think someone else will tell me. Sure, it would be nice to have a private group via Telegram, for example. So you guys. So Thomas is saying get Telegram. Okay. So Jay's first Scalp long. I'm chilling out, to be honest. I've extended my trades, to be honest, in my opinion. And name even by my brother. Hope you had a good one as well. So yeah. Now I find resistance all in this area. I'm like, you know what? Enter the trade. Let's fucking do it. Stop loss up here. If I'm wrong here, right? I mean, the ideal way would be a hard stop there. That's the truth, right? Because we could have come up, take it out, and then break back down and go a lot more lower. But I was like, okay, let's go aggressively. Let's just see what happens, right? Because I'm very certain we're going to collapse any moment there. And literally minutes afterwards, we just collapsed. And so when we start collapsing, this is what happened. Then I'll show you. Come into this blue box, right, which we discussed about on the it's like an hourly range, right? High, sorry. Come into this blue box. Then this way it gets better. We come into the mid range, and now all we're doing is deviation, support, deviation, right? And it's trying to reclaim this mid range and go a lot more higher. How would I be comfortable to actually cut my longs? I mean, oh yeah, I brought my stop loss at 21,200. I'll tell you in a second as well. This is when you come gangster shit as well. So because it comes up here, and now we're making like what high. I mean, well, it's just one of those ones anyway. It's consolidating in this area here, and it's trying to reclaim this mid range. Okay, so once it comes back into the blue box here, now I was like, alright, cool. You know what? I want to take another trade here. You know, I'm kind of feeling a bit itchy. You know, when you get itchy for like another trade, you're like, let me see what's going on. Now I just do this. Now this is what I did. In the 5 minutes, right? Literally on the 5 minutes, I entered this trade really fucking mad. Oh, that was a 4.1R trade. This one was like a 6R trade as well. That was kind of sick. So already 6.5. There you go. Already I made 10.6R on a day, on a fucking Sunday. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, I can understand why you're long BTC. I mean, like Jay's long BTC. To me, it's like as long as it holds above the mid range, and you know, reclaims this blue box here, that's the key for me to say, yeah, we're gonna go long, and I'll flip long, hard stop, well, stop loss over here, right? So we're coming into this area. I mean, ideally, if this doesn't get reclaimed, in my opinion, I look to short. But there's a few ways around it. We'll get back to it in a moment. So I entered into this trade because to me this is another range bound environment. This whole thing, oops, this whole thing is a range bound environment. This blue box itself, and I was like, okay, cool. Price come into this wicked once, right? Now I'm like, okay, let me just go on the 1 minute and see what's going on, right? Actually, on the 5 minutes, I explained to you why I brought my stop at 21,200 and I haven't been stopped out. I'm still in it. I mean, the high came in at what? 21,180. So I was $20 away from getting stopped out in profit, and then I have to re-enter the trade or whatever, right? And do you know why? It's literally this, right? So you see this low here? Look what happened. This low, right, off that candle, popped it into there, found resistance, and I was like, that's my fucking trigger. That's my trigger to play range to range track. I was just waiting, right? I was looking at the 1 minute. I was like, alright, cool, what's going on? I'm like, alright, this is the high, and this is the low. I'm like, let's see if the market structure holds. Maybe a retest over here is what I'm looking for. It made another low here, right? This is all alpha shit, so please pay attention as well, because it's for your own benefit. There's all ways to trade. So this is the high, this is the lower low, this is the lower high, lower low. I was looking for me to enter in, right, was this. I was looking for that, right? And then ideally what I was looking for to enter the trade exactly was a breakdown from here. Lose this level here, right? So lose this level here, then I can enter the trade with a stop loss above here, right? Above this blue box here. And then I was like, okay, cool, how do I do this, right? Then I was watching this, right? Oops. Yeah, let me bring all this back up. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Then I was watching this, right? So you see this bit here, price got into it. When price got into it, I'm like, okay, let's just wait. Waited 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then I was like, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and here on the 5th minute, I was like, fuck it, let's go into it. Stop loss above here. I would normally put it in the blue box itself, or the blue box. I'm like, let's just play to the fucking part of the range. And I was waiting for any moment if he calls into this and reclaims this area, right? That's my trigger over here to cut the trade, and whether there's break even or whatever, but just to cut the trade, right? Then fucking, here we go. Literally a couple of minutes later, I'm just watching this and I'm like, mashallah, the Saudis has come. I was loving it. It was fucking mad. So that was the trade and done. Now, Bitcoin, right? This is like, let's do the oh, so what's going on? What's everyone saying? This is going mad. Everyone's, oh, so what the fuck you doing back in the range? And then consolidation, distribution, accumulation, expansion. You guys have been paying attention, man. Shout out to JMO and shout out to Dainks. Fucking gangsters. Put your Twitter at in here. We'll plug you in. I like doing plugs in. Thomas is just an example. Telegram works easy, or a private Twitter like others do, and you sell like a monthly membership, for example. Ooh, interesting. We'll have a look at that as well. Personally waiting for the New York Open before taking any new trades. Name, yeah. Because what tends to happen is that I like to see. New York Open has actually been good. Asia has been really good though. Actually, Asia has been fucking pushing the market. In all honesty, today's a wet dream for Scalp. Yeah, dude, it's mad though. Like, to be honest, I 1 minute on the 1 minute chart. How long was that trade for, man? I don't even know. It was that quick to me actually. It was literally stupidly quick. So let's just say it was here to about here. 39 minutes, man. One of the fastest trades. I mean, the best I ever did was like in 1 hour I made 14 or something like that. That was the best trade I ever did. It was on BTC dump. I think it was in August as well. I predicted it and I did a video like an hour before the video. I did the trade as well, and it was really tight. Similar to this way as well. I think BTC might be doing the same thing. Break down and sell off. But yeah, so scalping it's difficult, but like if you're not prepared to cut the trade, because you got to really think on it's like a very high pressure work, right? And if you're not good at high pressure, it's best to stay away. It fucks with you, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. Thank you, Thomas, man. Yeah, nice trades. Yeah, I like it. I like it. For yeah, 10 hour, not bad. I mean, like if I risk, like, for example, what a 10 hour trade is, if I risk $100, it's like it's 100 times 10, so that's $1,000 I made in like a month, in a month, in one night, which is not too bad, to be honest. I mean, obviously, when you risk like 1,000, it becomes 10,000, and expands it. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Jay. What is it? What is it that you guys love, though? That's another question. Before we actually go into the whole grand scheme of things, I actually want to know, what is it that you guys enjoy? Is it what time frame do I use for scalping? Fucking hell! I use 5 minutes and 1 minute. I love the 1 minute chart though. 1 minute chart's the best. The craziest one if you go on the 15 seconds here. What the fuck? You're like, yo, this is mad. I'll show you 15 seconds. Fucking, to me, right? I'm used to it now, right? But it's like. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, so we've got fucking range band environment here. What's that? There's a short to me already. I would like, actually not yet. So that's SR over here, resistance. So I'm just breaking this down. I'm just showing you an example of how quickly I can think on the feet. So I'm just obviously going to be a bit slower because I'm talking to you guys obviously. So resistance, deviation, big ass deviation there. So we're taking at these highs there, we pop into here. That's a short there. Now, how would I like to actually see price react? Now, for me to actually jump in on board, I want to see a few things now. Let's have a look. So I'd like us to recreate. It was this low, yeah. Recreate this low. But what minute is this? Actually, I need to see. This is on the bang on 33, yeah. So I want to see us popping back into this one more time, right? I can literally take a trade off this really soon. Actually, if it hits, pop into this, break down, and let's go. Take out all these lows. You can see that's the thingy. That's, well. So there we go. Let me take a trade. Be on my phone right now. One second. Wait. I know where my validation is. If price comes into this area here, price take out this high here, I'm wrong. Same principle, but on a faster time frame. You see how these candles are moving now? It's moving on a fucking mad level now. But I'll wait. That's it. You understand? Like, sometimes I just chat to myself a little bit. Like, you gotta talk to yourself a little bit just to say, yo, wait, slow down. Alright, just don't trigger yet. The trigger hasn't come, and because you get itching, you're itching for, like, you know what, if I enter here, because this might be an example why I shouldn't actually enter, but if you enter here, stop loss off here, my R will be fucking crazy. But really, if we lose this level here, oops, I'm still paying attention, I'm chatting to you at the same time, right? So if we do this, let me just get the fucking line. So I'm trying to pay attention at the same time. So if we do something like this, right? So that's like a fucking trend line, support, breakdown, right? Breakdown, lose this level, retest, boom, let's go, fucking send it to motherfucking gulag. But yeah, I actually want to enter this trade. Now that I'm on the 15 seconds, I'm just gonna have to wait. Sorry guys, the outlook is gonna have to wait because I might get a good decent trade here. Bear with me. This is what staring at the chart is. Come on. Get ready. That's it. Close below. Come on. 2 seconds. Don't fuck with me. Bastard, man. Trying to support the bastard. Take out that high then, okay. Make a fucking decision then, innit? 10, 9, 8. I'm ready to trigger the fuck out of this, man. I need you to fucking just choose a decision now. Okay, let me just zoom into it now. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just remove all this shit. I know I'm wrong. You're heavy, fam. You're heavy. Five, four, three, two, one. That's not fucking wrong. Sorry guys, I now need to pay attention to this trade now here, because I'm now in a fucking 15-second scalp. What the fuck am I doing on live TV? You guys trying to do a 15-second scalp? Put everything on fucking delay. I can't really watch your comment. Okay. I want to see resistance up here. Resistance. It'll be a really good example to actually cut. If I have to cut the trade, I can show you how I cut the trade in it. Cool. Sell off, man. Sell off. This is what I'm expecting now. Price to sell off, like come to around here. Okay. There we go. Right, do something like that. Maybe come back into this area, bounce back in, take out that fucking low, and then he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Okay, that's it. That's the one. Precision, motherfuckers. I've taken profit originally already. Right, so TP's already hit here. That's TP1. I'm going to bring my stop loss a bit tighter now. I'm going to have to cut the trade. Come back down, fam. Yeah, cut the trade. Done. I cut the trade. How much profit I made? Not bad actually. Small profit. Small profit. I mean, you can come back down. Don't give a shit. I'm in profit as it is. It was another quick trade, but you get the point, all right? You can trade off any fucking time frame, and precision was perfect as well. That higher I showed you there, it banged into it there. It triggered my TP. Took 50% off there. No, scalping. Yeah, it took 70% off there. I left 30% to go on the last bit. I was expecting a price to do something like this. Didn't fucking do it. Looks like it's gonna fucking do it now, you bastard. Double top, is it? Yeah, it's gonna do it now. But yeah, I was happy with it as well. So yeah, so a lot of people ask me like, oh yeah, how do you enter a trade, blah blah, this and that. I'll just give you a fucking example now. Stop asking me, really stop asking me. Like there, that's it. I've done another 15 seconds. It stops if this supposedly stops me out now. It's one of those ones I'm happy I did. And this it gives you another example why they cut the trade. Look, it's gonna go for a stop run there. Off this high. Is this high over here? I mean, if it was to be bearish when it came back down here, below this blue line, this black line, and that's your trigger to go back in again if you want to go back in. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look. What's everyone saying? I'm going to read this, give me a moment there. Also, I enjoyed the lesson and chill vibes and random stories. Makes a good stream. Appreciate that, dude. And it's not too busy, and that's what I love about it. Okay, cool. So yeah, FTSE is a Scalp long, Dainks stream, so chill. Yeah, right. You fell asleep on this, but you did better than it, fam. JMO, you're welcome, man. Sorry about it. It goes on for 2 hours, man. You know what? Speaking about that, let's just get cracking, man. So. Yeah, I don't really give a shit what happens now if it goes back to target or whatever. But let's just do the outlook now because it's going on for quite some time. But yeah, hopefully you learned something new. You know, the Dainks is just fucking nuts in the fucking head, isn't it? Goes on the 15 seconds. Anyone taught you anyone showed you a live trading session on 15 seconds? I love to see that. The only person I know that who would be able to do that is just SZ. So that's my view. But anyway, who gives a shit? Let's just carry on. 15 minutes. So, I mean, let's have a look, okay? It's now time to do the put this up there. Alright. Weekly stream and whatever, right? And I mean Bitcoin's looking bearish. I mean look on the weekly itself, right? Look, yeah, there's a no man's land is bouncing off around this area here. This is like this consolidation over here. I'll show you. So from this low to this high, it's bounced off this consolidation here. That's what it is. For me to be bullish is that you see this here. We do bullish. You see this here, this high here. So at the moment we do get back above it and hold above it. Then I'm like, alright, cool. Target 1 will be this one. And then target 2 will now be off this one here. So that's the areas I'll be looking to play, but like that. Once we get back above it and hold above it, now we're in this new range bound environment. Which is a range bound? It's this one, this high. That wasn't right. This, no, that's even worse. That high to this high, right? This low, sorry. And all we gotta do is range bound here, whatever, reclaim above it, and let's go to the next targets there. So that's the weekly, right? So is BTC, and the question is like, is BTC and Ethereum bullish? No, it's just in a stop run. That's what it is. It's clear. It's a very, very clear stop run, right? Nothing too special about, nothing to get all happy about. You know, like there's nothing to talk about really. It's just a shit fucking trade, really. I mean, just a trade. It's just becoming quite shit, you know. Like, so I think there's further more downsides in my opinion, because if we can't reclaim it and close above this, then it's a stop run, you know. Like that's not good. We're not gonna come and retest this area of consolidation over here. Oh, wait, I'll show you this consolidation over here. I mean, I'm not gonna do this, something like that. At least come break down or something, like, or even come into this low, or it's just a clean shank. But we have to see. We have to play level to level, see how it goes. But for the time being, it doesn't look too good, right? So let's go to daily. Daily again, it's just, you can see, man. You can see it, it's just a clear range bound environment, right? It's all ranges, right? All we've done is just come up, come down, come up, take out this high here, and then all we're doing now is come down. So nothing's changed, okay? So we go on the 4 hours. Let's see what from the 4 hours is saying. Yeah, doesn't look good. I mean, like, where would the first consolidation area that it could come to? I think it can come to this area here. That's what my opinion is. Alright, so if you were to be bullish, I've started looking for, that's the SR. It's priced to come back and hold above it. More break above. Can never get the hang of this. Break above it. Then we can start going for targets such as this target here, and then we can start going to around, I'd say here. Right. So coming to there. Target 1, target 2, break above it and hold. Let's break this up. Take out this high here, then this high here. Once we reclaim that high there, let's fucking go up to 26k. So that's the weekly outlook for me in terms of a bullish perspective. Okay? Bearish perspective, well, if this is an SR, that's support, sorry, that resistance, it's a deviation, we come back up and we find support over here, and which means that's still the main bullish is here. But the same could be in place for the opposite. So, I mean, you can say that's a trend line over here actually, from this to that, and it looks like we've broken it. You know, doesn't look too good on the 4 hours. It doesn't look too good at all. This consolidation over here has caused a lot of problems. A lot of problems, right? Ideally, what should have happened was, I mean, it wasn't a strong close up, man. I mean, look at the first candle. The first candle wasn't a strong close up. It just got over it. Did a quick little tease there, just to take out the stops over here, and came back down. It's in this range, and now come do this. Do whatever he wants to do. The moment we break down here, that's your confirmation. Right? That's your confirmation to go ride it all the way back to these lows. Alright, does that make sense? That's actually quite a clean, sick looking chart though, isn't it? I gotta say. I'm not a trader, I'm a chartist. I make charts look pretty. Alright, let's see. 15 seconds trading for those who have serious ADHD. Yeah, man, bro. I think I must have told you the story that I must have had ADHD. The doctor never diagnosed it because, like, I told my dad, like, yeah, if you diagnose him with ADHD, that will follow him forever and it might fuck him up with, like, getting a job and shit. That's what happened to me. I got fucked up like that, innit? But I'm glad I never took those medication, man. That shit, I mean, it calms you down, but it numbs you down, man. It fucks you up. I've seen kids on ADHD, man, and it doesn't look good, man. Like, they're like zombies, you know what I'm saying? It's like, they're fucking, bless them, man. May God make it easy for them and their family. Yeah. Sometimes there's timestamps when they also help, but not always. What was it? I don't know. I don't know what JMO was trying to say. Personally, believe we make new lows if we lose a monthly open. July pumps into August dumps. Might not sell off. But James, tell us about the altcoins you invested in early days that you thought for sure were the future and how to zero. I love these stories. Damn, there was a lot of them, you know. You had a Neo. Neo, man. Neo was the Korean Ethereum, man. It was gonna take over fucking Ethereum, man. Fuck Ethereum, innit? Neo's the one, innit? Rearrange Neo, N-E-O, it becomes one. O-N-E. That's the Matrix, innit? Neo. I remember buying Link. You know, like Link. Like what you see in Link now. Right? Actually, no, I'm just getting sidetracked, man. I need to finish this off. So that's that, yeah, in terms of fucking thingy. Bearish point. Lose this level here. I'd say once we lose this level here. Actually, this level here, right? Because price could well be in a range-bound environment. Let me just rub this off for a second. And just do cleanly. So it looks a lot more professional, innit? You gotta look at this fucking sick, innit? You can't go to a job interview doing like a fucking Humpty Dumpty shit, right? Yeah, so let his finest thing. The moment we lose this level, that's my trigger. No, that's not my trigger. Let's do this thing, right? The moment it comes down here, lose this level here, shows lower lows. Okay, let's trade this back down. Where to? I think it was like, fuck knows. Let me see. But yeah, we've traded back down. So that's the trade over here, right? So does that make sense? We'll trade this back down in terms of daily trades and whatever. We'll talk about it. I mean, you can potentially say, yeah, I want to enter the trade now with a clear invalidation over here, right? Because if you get back above, hold above it, will most likely will take above these highs. But this here will be your area to exit the trade. Okay, so you can do a swing trade on that one, and at each level you can learn to compound, right? Now the compound itself, now let's just bring up all my colors and shit. So, right, which comes into the open there. Sorry, the weekly open. Now, I do think if we do come up into the monthly open, I mean, like the compound, right? Sorry, is that at each level, right? At each level, it finds resistance and does this, right? I'll bring my stop loss lower. So when I bring my stop loss lower, right, then I'll add that same position over here, playing it to this next level, let it do its thing, right? And then once it gets back down here, then I play to monthly open and I compound back down, right? This probably will be a scalp trade, to be honest, right? I don't see myself doing a fucking nuke trade as well, but because monthly open, if it's supposed to be bullish, we're gonna hold above it and then look to cut it. But I mean, we could do this as well, back down over here. Cool, understand? And yeah, and that would be from low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, and high to low again, low to high and high to low, right? And it's just a range band environment. Like I said, once we cut this off, let's fucking send this down back to the gulag and off we go. All right, so we'll make new lows. But I look to do this, right? The moment we start finding resistance of the monthly open, trigger coming back down, taking these lows, and then play a lot more lower. Yeah. So that's the Ethereum really. Sorry, that's BTC. Ethereum. Let's have a look quickly. Ethereum. Again, same thing as BTC. It's at the mid range of. Okay. So again, let's do the grand scheme of things in it. On the monthly, we're looking bullish in terms of up candle. Right, it's all good. Happy days. Go on the weekly, and you can see the weekly. It's very, very similar to BTC. All it's done. Well, it didn't do any. It didn't do a stop run. I mean, the high on this one was what, 1280. And I was on this 1276. So if we didn't get the stop run there, I'll show you. Looks like we did. I know we didn't. We didn't get the stop run there. So we go on the daily. Let's see what's going on. And then you can see again, same thing. It's just a, dude, it's just a fucking, I mean, look at this. Lose this level here, right? What is it? I mean, lose this level here. Let's send this back down all the way over here. And this is target 1, and this is target 2. And this will be my confirmation. Understand? So yeah, oof, doesn't look fucking good. Doesn't look good at all, in my opinion. But to be bullish, for me to be bullish, I need to see this. So this high here from this up candle is causing problems. You know, let's see. This is like a triangle pattern, right? So let's just have a look at what this triangle pattern is saying, because I'm saying, I swear to God, this is actually, I don't know if it's bullish or bearish, you know, as a meme. Let's look at it together. Actually, a good idea. Let's have a look. So we go to triangle patterns. Triangle pattern trading. Let me just delete that. Oh, right there. Move everything. There we go. So yeah, let's have a look. Images. So these are descending triangles. So ascending triangles tend to be bullish. Okay. Symmetrical triangles can be either bullish or bearish, to be honest, and descending triangles are bearish. But this one, so ascending triangle, so the bottom base, it just goes up, is increasing, right? Let's have a look at this. Okay, according to this, it's ascending triangle, which is why I'm being a bit cautious in it. So, like I said, bullish has to be above here. Really, in all fairness, right? Once we reclaim the fucking this, we do something like that, right? Let's fucking go. Take this level to level, right? That's what I would like to fucking see. But Ethereum is a bit messy. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit messy, a bit tricky. I'm happy to take trades when it seems clear. Right now, to me, it's not so clear. It's just more of a tricky one, you know what I'm saying? In terms of like how you play this, because let's have a look. Okay, if we go on the 4 hours, right? We'll talk about it. Because we'll come back to Monday's high. Monday's high, right? If you this to me, it looks like a retest really as well at the same time, right? Which is again, as long as we hold the mid range, just don't forget, right? Like my point is, I may be saying all these things, right? Let me just remove all this shit as well. I may be saying yeah, like bearishness and whatever, but you gotta look at it this way. As long as we hold the mid range, right? And we take out this high here, we reclaim this high, then I'm like, alright, let's just fucking go to this level. Oops. To this level, and then let's go to here, and then let's go up to all the way back to here, right? That's what we look like to see. I would like to see that, right? And I would enter a short, a long on this. That's my confirmation. So my BTC would then be cut, okay? But vice versa, if we do this, for example, come back down again, step into last week's Monday's range, then I say mid range because that's the mid range of the Monday's low, right? Probably take some stops. It's an SR level, I'll show you. Oh, fucking camera, man. Give me 1 second there. Sorry guys, just bear with me just a moment there. What's going on, Victor? How you doing, man? Nah, it's not freezing. It's just like the camera's being a bitch in it. So I'm just gonna change the battery. Bear with me just a moment. Sorry, guys. There we go. It's an amazing camera, but at the same time, it's just battery fucking dies too quickly. I just saw what Jay was saying. Seriously, I thought I was okay at scalping. That was something else. Makes me realize I have more to learn. I'm still a bit stunned by how quick it was. But you know what it is? It's experience. You know, like it really comes down to experience. I think everyone can do it. I believe anyone and everyone can do anything they want. Like if you want to do it, right, you can just put your mind to it. So again, it's practice. It's just like, you know, you've been training for a long time. I know you was in SC's classroom for that's something you guys don't even know about Jay. She was actually in SC's classroom for very long, for a very long time. And I still remember how, like 4 years ago, I think 2018. And the thing is, what is like Saeed, like he's sick at scalping, and I've seen him scalp, and he's fucking phenomenal. It's something else. And but at the same time, it's the more you do it, right? Like anything you do, like football or basketball, or whether you actually, you know, arts and craft, or you're making clay pots or whatever. The more you do it, the better you get. So it's the same principle really. And once you understand the principle of ranges, for example, I would say price is always in a range. That was it. That's your third tattoo. Don't know where we're gonna put that, but we'll figure it out after. But the price is always in the range. You just gotta figure out the range. And once you figure out the range, you're good. Now, sometimes in these 15 seconds, you don't have time to figure out a range because it's 15 fucking seconds in it. So you're looking at SR straight away off the spot, and you have to be sharp. Like SRs need to come to you without going to every single kind of like, because like I've seen people be like, this high, from this high, no, what does it do? No, maybe this low. No, what about this high? You don't have fucking time. If you are doing that right, and you're trying to figure out, like, should I use this low here and this high, or should I use this low here and this high? What's the difference? I mean, you don't, you don't, nah, like that's you've got to get the fuck out of scalping, right? Scalping is literally on the spot. Take a short, take a long. You got your validation. You know where you're wrong. You get stopped out. You get stopped out. You're done, right? If you're gonna enter a trade, you gotta have ready, set, go profits, like in your mind straight away off the bat. And I knew where the fucking TP was, so as I did that, I'm like typing in the numbers and shit, and I was like, yeah, cool, I'm good. I know where my fucking TP is. How much I want to close? I'm closing 70% here, man, because it's a fucking scalp. And then once I go to 30%, then I figure it out. So it's just one of those ones. It's a. I mean, you guys have seen it now, and don't get me wrong. I make it look easy. I think I make it look easy. I don't fucking know, but at the same time, just slow down, man. All of you guys, slow down. All right. There's no need to actually rush into a trade. There's no need to actually try and figure out how to do this or whatever. This and that and whatever. But you know it is. So yeah, trade. You know what? I don't trade NAS. You know. On the offense, it is instinctive. That's right. It is very instinctive. So okay. So yeah, Ethereum. I mean, we could come back into this one. I was saying from this high, back into last week's Monday's range, bounce off the mid range of the here, take TP off here, number one, and if we start losing this, monthly open will be the next set of targets there. That'll be 2, and then come down to 3. What happens then? Do we get down and start losing it and break down to this area here? We'll figure it out, and then break down from this blue box here. Like if it breaks down behind the blue box and finds resistance, take out the next target here, and I know after that, oh fuck's sake, after that it could break down. We're going to 750 in my opinion. So that's the bearish plan, right? And it's a tricky one. Because if BTC holds here, I don't know if I did a bullish plan. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, that was it. I have another bullish plan. So if BTC takes out this high here, for example, right, then what I'll be looking for is something like this. Is price to get back up, do its thing. The moment it hold this, that's my trigger to enter long. Target 1 there, so you get target 2, because at any moment if we start breaking down, right, I'll start to cut trade. But if we're supposed to be bullish and we're holding it, because we've got the trend line, whatever bullshit we got, then that'll be the next set of targets right here. That's probably taking these highs and then see if we get this highs. But yeah, probably squeeze. I think we're squeezing 1280 to be honest. Then from 1280, this is where it gets interesting now. What's the next set of play? So when you do this, right? So we've got all this play. There we go. Actually, no, we just need to focus on this area here. That's what we're going to focus on there. Just got to figure out how I'm going to present this to you. Fuck! There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, bullish play is this, right? So once we come back up, claim the high, then I'm like, yeah, let's go back into this target there. 1440 will be the next target there. I'm done. I expect price to come back. I'll probably have a TP off this. I'll front run it with a few dollars off this. Target 1 is this, and then I'll see what happens then, right? Because if we come back up and start reclaiming this area here, then we can go a lot more higher, but we'll have to work out level to level. Okay, so that's the Ethereum view. You know, that's what I'm seeing. So yeah, it's been a long day. That's why it's been a really long day. Oh man, any questions, guys? Asia opens about, I think, 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. in the UK. So I got the daily close. Let's have a look at the daily close. So daily, yeah, it's above the mid range. I think we get a push back up, probably off this low here, 1205. If it comes over here, right. So if it does come back to 1205, let's have a look on 4 hours. 4 hours. Right, I can just delete this shit off actually. Right, cool. 1205. Let's see. That's 12.05. 12.09, 12.06, 12.05 is this one. So that's the range there. What I'm looking for to go back into shorts, right, is let it do its thing. This is a deeper pullback. If it comes back into this area here, right, and starts breaking down, the moment it breaks down, that's my trigger. So like this, come back down here, lose this, then I look to compound position to go back down to the mid range and then do that X, Y, and Z. So there is the daily break. So we'll see how it goes. Daily close. Did I miss the trade for the week? Which one? Which one are you talking about, Zach? Do you ever trade for propriety? What does that mean? I hate when people use complicated words. I'm a simple man in it. And the worst thing is I'm a fucking pharmacist, man. I'll tell you something though. Alright, so the story time. It's story time, right? Let's just chat about this, right? So, you know, so my two boys got Ali and Jamin in it, right? Shout out to these guys. Big love to them. I wouldn't be where I am today without these guys, man. 100%, man. Like, so they backed it hard. Always backed it. But I backed it in another way, right? Practicals, right? If Ali J, if you're ever watching this, I backed you hard, man. And you know I fucking smashed it when it came to bed to practicals. You did fuck all. I did everything, man. It was for us. It was us. Right? I don't give a shit. And you guys backed it hard all the time, man. In terms of my coursework, I'm going to tell these guys about the coursework stories, man. So, we do courseworks and shit like that, right, at uni. And I do it in a last minute kind of thing as well, just like the night before. And I send it to like Ali or Jamin to proofread it. So this guy, they would always be like, they would chat to each other like, did Z actually fucking read this shit? I never read it. I just type it up. No commas, no nothing and shit, right? Just full stops and shit. And these guys would edit the whole work for me. The whole thing. It's pretty much redoing the coursework again, isn't it? And fuck, I don't know what I'm saying this out loud. No, they didn't do it all the time. It was only one time. One time. Nah, it was only a dream. It was a dream. Just gotta be careful. GPHC in it. Nah, I'm messing. That's a joke that didn't existed. Alright. But yeah. So any questions? Long-term future crypto as we go lower and lower, and there's a lack of interest. Look, I'll be honest here. Long-term future crypto is going to be bullish, right? We're going to have another halving in 2024. 2 years, less than 2 years, right? So now's the time to learn and be patient. It really comes down to taking the time to understand how price action is, especially in the bearish market. You can actually apply the same principle into any sort of trade, any like stocks, be it anything else. And yeah, you know, you can always make it in any way you want. So in any sort of market, right? So the principle is going to be the same, and you'll be fine, right? So whether crypto goes to zero, it doesn't matter. We'll short it. We'll make money on the shorts as well. It's true. Longs are not going to be good. Like burst spot buys are going to not be good. But I do think it's a pullback. It's a very, very harsh pullback, and I think 10k can be on the table, right? And then as long as we hold above 10k, let it range back. We need a consolidation time. That's what we're lacking. We're not having consolidation. We're just having fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? With that consolidation, it doesn't mean to me. It means to me that there's no one buying. There's no big buys. You know, like people are buying and selling. Like they hold the price down. So like the real traders out there, the main guys who actually run this whole shit, they're the ones who actually want to load up the fuck out of fucking crypto. So when they load up on their BTC and Ethereum and they send the motherfucker up, trust me, there will be a moment like that. Okay. Straya. Where's Straya from? Let's have a look. I'm just gonna tap this up. Oh, it's from Australia. Oh, Australia. Fucking hell. I'm not even high. I'm just being dopey here. Take care, Jay, man. Really love you. Really love you. Really appreciate you coming on the stream and just chatting in it. Thank you so much for that. And I'll see you soon. Okay? Got to be up 6. Yeah, I've got to be up early too as well. I need to get this fucking stream done as well. So normal fucking session starts tomorrow, and yeah, 10:15 I'll be looking at AM BST, and hopefully we go back to normal. Okay. How many mechanical bets have you broken in labs? I never broke anything, you know. When it comes to labs, I was sick, you know. I was so gangster. I tell you one time. Nah, man, I can't talk about these stories about someone else how I did it. No, never mind, never mind. So what's up? It's prop trading firm like XBT, FTMO. They give you the fund to trade and take cut. But yeah, 20-25%. That's true. Uh, compounding. It's like, as I told you, like it's once you have a new validation. I mention it over time. Every time I mention on the on like in terms when I say like the trade is here, and once it gets below this level, I'll look to compound the position. And all I'm saying is I'm just finding a new validation. Once I find a new validation, invalidation is key. I've seen people tweet and talk on YouTube in regards to this is invalidation. No, you don't fucking know what invalidation is because you got stopped out like 10 minutes after, right? So you gotta chill the fuck out. You don't know what it is. You don't even know how to trade. Sit down, chill out. Okay, leave the trading to the real men. But invalidation is basically a point where if if you get stopped out, you're wrong. So you can't talk about. So let's say I'm short. Right now I'm shorting, right? Where my stop loss is, that's my invalidation. Currently where it is, my invalidation. Because if we take that out, price is telling me it wants to go higher to the next level. My invalidation is above the 20. It's above the 75% of the range currently. That's it. If we take that out, we're going back to range high, which is the 100% of the range. Okay. So it stops me out. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to carry on because I'm wrong. But if I have a tight stop loss, it's a stop loss. That's not invalidation. So if I'm looking to actually to compound my position now, all I'm doing is like right now I'm looking to actually get below the mid range. Get below the mid range and hold below the mid range and show bearish market structure and enter a short. Now when I enter a short where my stop loss is, I'm wrong, right? Which would be now like a deviation. For example, a deviation above the mid range will be my. You could say that's my invalidation. I have to start looking at again. You need to understand how to play stop loss. There's no point talking about compounding, right? And trying to understand what compounding is. I'm not shitting on anyone. Just bear in mind. I'm just telling you the facts because I'm gonna be blunt and be honest. Because if I don't tell you this, I don't know who the fuck tells you will tell you this. Because at the end of the day, like there's too many mans who actually talks about shit. You know what I'm saying? They're always like saying like yeah, they're entering a trade and this and that. I'm a trader. But shut the fuck up. You ain't a fucking trader, man. These fucking scam motherfuckers. But what I'm saying is that you need to understand where your stop loss is and where your invalidation is. Now, if you understand invalidation, that's how you compound now. Because once you get a new invalidation, whatever you stop, because if my stop loss is here and I'm bringing it down here, now from $100 is now going to like $80, for example. I can add $20 worth of risk on top. You know what I'm saying? That's compounding. So in my position now, if let's say for example, another example is like my stop loss was here and my entry was here, right? Now my new valuation is down here. I'm now plus $20. All I'm doing now is adding $120 worth of risk to bring it back to minus 1R. So at all time, I'm always risking 1R. So whether your 1R is $100 or $1,000 or $10,000, it's 1R, right? So that's compounding. Now if you're right on compounding, right, and you've got the right invalidation, then this 1R trade, right, this minus 1R trade actually comes into a 20R trade. Sometimes, I mean, I've done a couple. I haven't done a 20R for a long time, but I was potentially this week could be a 20R trade. Or I think we could get like fucking 40 or some shit like that, which is kind of mad though. But we'll see. We'll see. And and that's what it is. It just comes down to compounding it in the right way, where your new validation is. At any moment, if like for example, let's say we get below the mid range, right? And I'm certain, like, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna enter a trade. I'm gonna get my validations here, right? At this level here. Now, price takes me out. All that gain and hard work I've done becomes for nothing. That's the thing is because you just lost 1R still. I mean, at the end of the day, you can look at it this way. I lost 1R. Now, how much is your 1R worth for your portfolio? If you say to me 1R is 10% of your portfolio or plus, you need a fucking slap. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's fucking stupid. Just slow it down and take it easy. You ain't experts. Trust me. Right? If you are experts, right, you probably wouldn't. I don't think you'd be watching this stream at all, to be honest, right? But you're looking at me for some sort of guidance, and I will give you guidance. I will teach you what I know, and I will teach you what I can, right? Without overcomplicating shit. Like I show you that 15-second scalp on a purpose to show you that it's a lot complex on than you really think it is. I may break it down stupidly easy for everyone else to understand, but you've got to understand you need to take your time. Work, because if you're not successful in your own trades, you shouldn't be looking to compound. Once you get successful in your trades and you're getting it right, like a lot more often, and there's more wins. I'm not talking about I'm in profit overall, because I may have lost two trades, but I made one trade to make that plus more. That's not successful. That's just one loss out of two. So you're 33% success. Like if you get like something 70-80%, which is really high. It's really fucking high, right? But then come chat to me. Then we'll talk about compounding. But take it easy, man. All of you guys, just chill out, okay? Let's have a look. Yeah, good night, Jay. Hope you sleep well. Alright, hopefully you get up at 6 o'clock as well. Define what under so Antigone says define what under what? Sorry. Under what? Oh, sorry. Under define under what conditions you are wrong in validating. Compounding is when you add your position to a strategic point of your variation. Look at the trade. So, what do you mean if I'm wrong? Like so like for example, like do you know when I always say like if I'm short, I'm looking for shorts, right? And if price comes into a certain area, like an SR for example, and shows bullish market structure, I'll cut the trade. That's it. That's as it is. So you see how the 15-second trade as well. It's really difficult to do that. You could probably pick it up on the 5 seconds, but it's too much. It's tough. It's tough, right? Because that is when I'm like I wouldn't do this in the fucking stream. I'm not here to show off, right? I kind of did on the 15 seconds. Let's be honest, I did show off there a little bit, but it wasn't an intention to show off. It was just an intention to show you. Listen, there's a lot more to what you fucking know. There's so much more. There's a lot more, right? But you just gotta take it easy. But like sometimes, right? I've taken trades, and I've got invalidation, and I see it's showing me bullishness, and I'm like, no, I'm certain we're gonna reject it. It's just a stop run or something like that. Or it's gonna be a deviation, and I get stopped out. I get stopped out. That's it is what it is. But you've just got to understand that. Sorry guys. So you just gotta understand. There's so many stories of trading of different aspects you gotta mold together. So for example, you gotta understand ranges. You gotta understand risk management, so you don't get stressed out. So if I'm look, the other day I took a trade, based on SC jumped on it was in the comments, and he literally just said, he's long on Ethereum, his stop loss is here and his take profits here. Now before I even blindly dove into it, I actually charted it on the stream, charted it out, check it out, looked it out. I'm like, you know what? He's got a good point. It looks bullish, and I would agree with this. And see if we can get in. It was like I think it was a 3.5 hour trade. We got stopped out. There were certain moments I saw it. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this. There were certain moments I'm like, well, it's half risk, right? So really, like for example, if I'm risking $100, right, for 1 hour, I put $50. I risk $50. Like it's half risk. Let's just see what happens. Let's just take the trade. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. And we play the downside and let's make the money back. And I did. So it's a tough one. It really comes down. Honestly, the key is experience. It's the more you put behind the time behind the screen, the more you get comfortable with it. Okay. Yeah. So Antigone saying it's still learning. Of course, even I'm still learning. There are times I look at SC and I'm watching him. I'm like, fuck me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, motherfucker. That's a smart motherfucker. But like learning never ends, right? And it doesn't matter how good you are. And I think I'm decent. I don't think I'm great. I don't think I'm the best. I think I'm just decent. And I want to improve. I want to keep improving. I want to get sharper. I want to fucking just milk the motherfucker out of it. You know what I'm saying? What you did not know before, bro? I didn't know nothing, man. In full-time trading, man. I mean, like, look. So before trade, I knew nothing, obviously, right? 2017 made some gains like most people. 2018 lost everything, right? Then 2018 I started spending time to understand price action, right? And I spent a lot of time while working full time, and I just kept building, building, and building. It's like my confidence. You build your confidence because you gotta remember, you're your worst enemy, right? You are gonna stop you out yourself. You're gonna talk down on yourself. You're gonna listen to what other bullshit people are saying, man. Shut the fuck up, man. All that is noise. It's white noise. Turn the fucking radio off and say, you know what? Fuck you guys. Right? I'm gonna do it because I believe I can do it, and you can. You really can. Every one of you here can do what you want to do. Trust me. I'm a nobody, man. Who the fuck am I? Some fucking Mauritian kid sitting down in a fucking garage. It used to be a garage and now into an office, right? With his fucking logo in the back. Fucking spinning on his fucking chair. Chatting shit to people. Who the fuck am I? Like, I ain't nobody to you for. Like, I don't think I'm a great human being, you know? I'm just a geezer, you know, just like you guys. Every one of you guys are all geezers, man. Girls and boys. So and I proved to myself I can do it. Because I've got an obsessive mind. I want to be the best. I want to conquer it. I want to master it. I want to be known as that. This guy's good. Not the best. This guy's good. Like, I want that. I thrive on perfection, you know, and to a point where I can do something so stupid like 15-second trading, you know. Like, even you guys saw it, and I think most of you got baffled by it. It's fucking nuts. But like, you just gotta take your time, man. Honestly, this is the bear market. This is the time to build, ready for the bull market. When the bull market comes, trust me, you guys are killing it. I guarantee you that you guys will kill it hard. Why? Well, number one, as part of the Trader Dainks fucking YouTube show, right? I will talk about some of the alts I'm in. I will talk about where I'm placing my money in. I will talk about everything that I'm personally doing. The reason why I talk a lot about BTC and Ethereum is because that's what I'm focusing on. There's nothing else to focus on, really, to be honest. Because alts go up and down, and it's a fucking crazy line. But BTC and Ethereum right now, I'm making a lot more money than I'm happy with, you know. So, and whether you want to actually take the trades and look for the trades of all the plans, and I set these plans up, man. I do all these plans, all this hard work, Monday to Friday for you guys. I don't need to come here and chat to you guys and tell you all this. I can keep it for myself. But what I want to do is build a community of people who actually understand and get better at price action. Why? Because you've been in the position that I've been in before. And I know how it feels. It doesn't feel nice. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. It's one of the worst feelings because every day you're obsessed with it. You want it to go up. You want it to go up. You want it to go up. You start thinking like, yeah, at all-time high, I've had this much. I had like $50,000, for example. And now I've got like $500 to my name. What the fuck am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this situation? I need to get this. I need to get that. I know. Trust me. I promise you. I know exactly how you feel. I've been there before. Which is why I do this. I do this so you don't need to spend as much time as I spend in the fucking dumps. I'm lending out a hand out for free to teach each one of you guys how to do this. Showing you plans. Showing you the concept of critical thinking. It's critical thinking. Not bias. Critical. At any moment, you may have to change your bias. If you're long, cool. But if it doesn't look like a long because of range bound play, you have to flip bear. You have to flip bear. I flipped bear today. What happened? I made some money. So you guys can do it. Trust me. You know, like, it's gonna be okay. I promise you that. Stick around. Stick with crypto. Trust me. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get out of this mess together. All of us here are gonna get out of it together. I promise you. I will do my best to help you all. I spend my time to respond to you, the Q&A and shit like that, and I'm doing this out of my time to help you. That's what it is. I'm not looking for anything in return. I don't ask you for anything but your time and your concentration, you know. So I really appreciate all of this that you guys are here and listen. Like, I may be saying all this shit like, yeah, I'm doing this for you, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. Listen, pull that to the side, right? The honest truth is, right, I'm here because of you. That's what it is. And the fact that you tune in. And I get, you know, you guys are always watching my stream and stuff like that. Like, it means that you guys are engaged to me. You guys are are like we're connected. You know what I'm saying? Like we're going somewhere. It's a journey, and I feel like what's nice about it is I'm part of your journey too, because you tune in, you get your plans and stuff like that. You get all these stuff that goes on the stream. Yeah, you goes on for a bit of time. I chat a little bit of shit, bit of story time here and there. Like and I may get high in a couple of episodes once a week now. All time high is coming out. I'm gonna do one on Saturday. Saturday. Speaking of all time high, actually, quickly, my mind works in a tangent in it. I remember one day I was 16. I was high as fuck. Right, with my cousin in it. It was like my cousin. I smoked weed the first time with him in it. And shout out to Wasip. Got love for you, brother. Never forget about you, man. You looked after me when no one looked after me. Honestly, you were a good person, and I got you, man. I got your back always, man. I will never ever abandon you. Trust me. But anyway, so yeah. So basically, we went to Tesco's, right? Tesco's, for those if it's not in the UK, Tesco's is like a fucking supermarket, right? And went to Tesco's, jumped in there, we looked for muffins and shit. Like, we got the munchies and shit. And it was the first time I got high. Actually, I was 16. It's the first time. Fuck yeah, I remember that. Because I go to him, I say, yo, listen, like, because he was smoking on a daily basis, isn't it? And I chat to him, I say, yo, like, can I get high in it? Will you? And he looked at me, he's like, you sure? And I'm like, nah, man, of course. I was like, what kind of question is that? Well, why are you asking me, am I sure? Like, normally you should give it to me, innit? He's like, no, listen, I just want to make sure that you're doing this at your own accord, like, from your own decision. I'm like, yeah, 100% is my decision, man. No one's forced me into it. And he's like, so I won't get beaten by your dad. That's what he said. And we got high anyway, around the corner from Tesco's in Aston. Went to the big Tesco's there, and I remember like I was just chatting. That's like my mind was just racing upon racing, like he's going from one direction to another direction, and he's like he's following the story. So I start a story off. Then I start another story off in it, and I'll continue with this story. This story is finished now, so it's all over, and I'm done. He's like, but bro, what about the first story? And I'm like, oh shit, fuck, what the fuck you told me about the first story? What was the first story about? and he was like, he's like, bro, you mind works for tangent and tangent, innit? And I was so high, I was like, tangent squared, and it's like, dude, that's fucking smart. But we were high in it. Shit, dude. What's up? What's going on? Me saying that I'm the GOAT. Oh, bless you, bro. Appreciate that. Like, my first account was the biggest lesson, to be honest. My biggest and best lesson. To be honest, I've blown accounts before. We all do it. We all kind of blow accounts to get to where we are, right? So keep at it. And if you need to take some time off, and just paper trade a little bit as well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe reduce your risk as well, so you don't blow your account off as well. Okay. I may gotta take a few on the chin at the start. I haven't blown my account yet, but I have gotten really close. Yeah, man, trust me. It's you guys are bringing back memories, man. Horrible memories. You know, I know how it is. Damien said you're daring to use leverage much or main spot leverage all the time. Especially now, bear market. Well, I can't use spots yet. It's kind of shit. The gains are not that great, so I've been leveraging the whole way through. Thanks, I appreciate your teaching, bro. Been following you through the space last night. Last night. Since last year, but still got loads to learn. 100% Dank. Appreciate you actually been following me for some time as well. That means a lot to me. And oh yeah, that was it. Tangent. So tangent. Yeah, so I'm here because of you, and I'm grateful for each and one of you guys actually jumping on the stream, asking your questions, getting engaged. You know, paying attention to all the bullshit I'm talking about, tattoos and shit. But really, it's nice. It's nice that you guys really, your attention for me. I don't know why, because I wouldn't listen to me. I'm a crazy motherfucker, man. Why would you listen to me? You guys are fucking crazy, man. You're crazier than me. That's what I take it as. That's my take, to be honest. Back when Luna was crashing, I was short on ANC with that stuff. That Luna short, man, I wish I took it. I never took it. I didn't take it. Gutted about that. I was gutted about that. But never mind. It is what it is. Oh, guys. Sorry about that. Guys, I'm going to call it a night. It's 1:40 in the UK. I'm gonna have to be up tomorrow in the morning. I think I have to get up at 5. I get up at 5 or 5:30, man. So I need 4 hours sleep. Yeah, 5:30 I should be okay. 3.5 hours I'm less. But yeah. What the one watching a dude talk to himself for an hour. That's true, dude. I wonder what the neighbours would say when they walk past in the morning, innit? But yeah, take care, guys. Appreciate that. Shout out to you guys, man. Each and one of you guys. Big love. Smash the likes as well. Hit subscribe if you're new. Stick around. I'm gonna kill it. I promise you that. We're gonna kill it. We've done it before. We've done it. We will do it day in and day out, week after week. Okay? Take care, guys.